Hello! Hi everybody! Welcome back to the stream here. I am, if those of you that didn't notice, I am actually streaming, trying to help out St. Jude. It's a children's hospital. They do all sorts of wonderful research and, helping out kids that really need help and can't afford it. But, last time, I streamed a combination of Minecraft and a new game I hadn't played called Memoria. I had to stop Memoria because I actually got stuck in a spot and unfortunately didn't know how to get through it. I had to go look up how to get through the spot. And it's, I don't like doing it, but it happens. In any case, I'm actually going to pull Memoria back up. I'm going to continue with that until I get stuck again. And hopefully this will last a couple hours this time. Last time I spent about an hour playing it. So we're going to see what happens here. Got a little itch, sorry. And that dignified. Okay. Here we are. We're back on Memoria. It froze. Why did it freeze? There we go. Okay. Once that catches up with me, well, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut off the webcam so you can see a full screen version of the game. Boop. I am still here. Don't worry. Alrighty. Now, if you remember right, when we last left off, I was stuck in this little tomb. Couldn't figure out how to open it. There we are. Make sure that's coming through. Yep, that's coming through nice and good. Alright, but yeah, I was stuck here. Had no clue how to get through this. Unfortunately, this was our teammate, and he kind of died because of this little rock golem thing. But what happens is,
I don't see any connection.
We look through here, we see here's another one of my teammates. And I got this guardian to toss his dismembered hand over here. And that's hooked onto the edge of this this stonework, whatever this is. And I gotta try and get it somehow to get this door open. So we're gonna go ahead and go back in. What I found out you had to do is take the chain, go through here. Go through here.
I won't get it any further into the room, not with my hands. I hate this door.
And we'll go through until we get the staff. There it is.
I'd get it farther into the room with the staff, but still not far enough.
Huh. Alright. Nope, not him. Well, that doesn't accomplish anything, so never mind. Alright, now what?
That would be a step backwards.
A sweet little worm, isn't it?
It serves its purpose.
Okay.
With one leg, it might get there, but it's just a simple arm, my dear.
Huh. Alright, well.
Order the Guardian to pull down the door. Harder. Make him pull harder.
He can't. The door is too strong for him.
If this one can't do it, then another one will have to. I hate this door.
Alright, well, let's get back in here.
The mage's spell tore the Guardian to pieces.
Okay. Let's go over here.
Wake him.
What should he do, mistress? Give up. The wall. Give up. The wall is too thick. Give up. The wall is too thick. Give up. The wall is too thick.
Alright, that's not accomplishing anything.
The spell doesn't work on that. This was the only stone giant in the hall with a will of his own.
So you weren't able to play your little games with him?
No, I didn't say that.
Wake him.
What should we do,
not
mistress?
him. Never mind. Okay,
The entrance to the tomb is behind this. I think I hear footsteps. Where is Rahvan anyway? Let the warrior mouth off as much as he likes. In the end, it was the mage who saved our necks. That'll never work.
Huh. Well, I am stuck once again. Wow. Love these adventure games, but man, they're tough sometimes.
That's not a way out. Will all the Guardians be subject to my will from now on?
Entertaining, isn't it?
I've seen better.
Oh, how I envy you.
Gotta be something I'm missing. Ah, there we are.
Awaken! It isn't going anywhere without its legs.
The Guardian and his master, they're somehow similar. But how? I'm too far away. The Guardian and his... The Guardian and... The Gu... The Gu...
Okay, that's not doing anything.
Even if we have to smash the entire... It was that way, well, who knows if we would have... The Guardian and his ma... The Colossus is also a Guardian, right? Wake him.
Charizard, are you really sure?
I said, wake him.
As you wish.
Tear down the walls. Even he's too weak?
No, but he hasn't got any arms. Some rulers can't even scratch their noses without a loyal servant.
That alone did nothing.
If you war, the two of them will have to be...
Wait, what was that?
If you want to pull down the door, the hand will have to get there. Or the two of them will have to be connected.
get him to toss that ball further out.
No, Princess, that won't do any good. I've had eons to try and pull down these walls, and I haven't succeeded. Why should a girl achieve so much more in a short time than I did in a millennia? Accept it finally and give up. The Guardians are much too weak.
I'm too far away. I'm too far away. Take the Guardian and pull.
What was that?
I tore open a door through pure force of will.
No, you laughed like a young girl.
Hey,
Hey,
You? You're still alive?
I waited.
You could have helped me.
You have the mask. Where's my money?
Our employer is dead. You'll get your money if you help me get out of here and take me through the mountains to Draconia. Wait. Stop. I'll pay you.
You?
You forget. I'm a princess.
What do you have?
You will have this silver platter in payment.
Silver is not enough.
If you take me safely to our destination, you'll receive my most precious possession. My Almandin. It's worth more than anything else you'll ever hold in your hands.
Huh. Good. Draconia for the ruby.
Deal.
He'll make a poor servant to you.
At least I know what to make of him.
May I ask you something else? Because I don't understand you. Why are you doing all this? You're rich, beautiful, you have power. What else do you want to achieve?
I want to go to war, and I need a weapon.
But why?
To win the battle, to be immortalized in history. 1,000 years from now, people will tell tales of my deeds and whisper my name in awe. Sadia al-Kabir, the greatest heroine the world has ever seen.
alrighty. And back to present day.
Sadia al-Kabir? Never heard of her.
Neither you nor anyone else. The poor girl has been utterly forgotten.
How does the story continue?
With the help of the Frakina, Sadia took the mask over the Rashtulian wall to Draconia. She joined the troops there and went to battle. But those are all unimportant details. Don't concern yourself with them. Only one thing matters. The riddle I shall now tell you. The inscription on the burial chamber.
How can the rest of the story not be important?
Well, it is important, but not for you. Trust me. In this one case, ignorance is truly a blessing.
How can the rest of the
Well, it is trust.
Okay. Apparently he's not going to elaborate on that.
If no one remembers her, how do you know that this woman really existed?
I investigated it myself. Malakar's burial chamber really existed, and over 450 years ago, a young woman was seen climbing out of that very tunnel with a fakina and setting out towards the Rashtulian wall. I swear to you, in the name of my father and all my forefathers, Sadia's tale is a true story.
Cool. Alright then.
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle.
Quite correct. An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Saja was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads, as the stone enter, if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Yuri,
I didn't. I see you, can I give you all the...
and it... deal.
Sorry,
Believe me.
folks, because I kind of missed what he said, so... Let's see if there's any...
Strange fellow.
Oh, there's no
Yuri,
way to go back.
I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you.
Sorry about that. I think we just skipped a whole bunch of important
Yuri?
details.
I'm here.
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no. Were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you.
Alright.
For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Pirina will allow the use of simple grease just this once. Maybe it'll work this time. No, it's hopeless. The artifact will remain broken forever. Nuri's old chestnut mannequin. That's too sturdy.
Okay.
Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
Take some weed.
Giacomo's bird bath is very pretty, isn't it? He said he found it in some fairy ruins in the blood barrier.
There are no birds in the fairy world.
Well, there's at least one big peacock.
Right. But that's all. Your world is much more beautiful.
Let's see here.
By Travia, it's all greasy. By Travia.
Alright, well, let's see, where's the whirlweed? There we go.
First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow.
Okay.
Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow.
Huh. Maybe a mortar and pestle somewhere?
That accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The animals and plants of this world are my family now.
Huh. So something's telling me this is not the first game in the series. We're missing something.
The skulls hail back to Gwynling's time.
They're disgusting. Why don't you take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you, your life would be good.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did. If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is.
So somewhere in here...
I'll take them back during my next break-in. Do you like your new bird tree?
Yes. Karen, why must it be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven. And Giacomo says we need to hurry about changing you back. He says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you.
Oh ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
You have earned this title honestly.
Well, that was cute. Okay. Have to find a way to grind up the thing. What do we got? We got a knife. We got a necklace. You got the weed.
Oh, come on.
Alright. Third best with the world weed. Maybe if we...
I can grind up the herb with the knife handle.
There we go.
There. I can't get it out of there with my bare hands. I can't grind up the herb any finer.
Alright, so we need something to scoop the weed out.
By Travia, it's all greasy.
Huh.
Maybe it'll work this time. No, it's hopeless. The artifact will remain broken forever.
Well, there's got to be...
Nothing in there that could help Nuri. I can't get it out of there with my bare hands.
There's some sort of little cup, or... Well, this is a bit confusing.
I never thought I could fix that after last winter. No, I need to take care of Nuri.
Yes, but how?
Oh, come on.
I don't have anything else. What am I missing?
For Nuri's salve of healing, I need salve. I can only...
Huh.
We need to keep up a pit if anyone...
Man.
Useless, and I'll throw it out. That won't break so easily. That won't break so easily. Nothing happened. Obviously, that won't... That won't break so easily. I don't need magic for that.
Huh. The question is, what?
You'll have to go back in there tomorrow, I'm afraid. At least until you can fly again. Otherwise, the Andergastrians will see that I'm traveling with a talking raven on my shoulder, and we'll be facing an angry mob again in no time.
The question is, what should I do? This is kind of confusing. Fun, but confusing. What do I do? What do I do? Let's see. I wonder.
I'll cut out a rag.
Oh, okay. So we got that. Now, maybe here?
I still need some fat.
Oh,
The rag's now covered in fat. Perina, please let this fat be enough for Yuri's wound. It's all I have. It's filled with magic fairy water from Yuri's cave.
okay, well, let's see.
There. And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo's right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You'll be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Garon.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Alright, moving on to chapter 2.
And again, this time you can do it.
I don't know.
Don't be discouraged. Think about something nice. Think about... Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you, and all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Do you remember? Remember the orcs and how I had to distract them? Wasn't that exciting?
They were eating so peacefully. And then you sent them off to war, just to get rid of them.
They were orcs. Orcs are always going off to war. But all right. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember the night we spent together in the Brinask marshes? You wanted to enter a bond of love with me.
Yes, that was nice, but you lied to me before that.
I wanted to save you. If I told you the truth, you wouldn't have come with me. Anyway, I still like to think about it. It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fire's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon,
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too. But I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
Oh, disappearing act.
Nuri's old cave is under there. When her fairy body was destroyed, the cave collapsed as well. Do you miss your old home?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Let's see here. Okay, well, back to that.
Who are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fai's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Ryder, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him, send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat at Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Ptolemaic pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Everything's cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started. Looks like the knapsack of a wanderer or a hunter, not like the bag of a serious mage. Looks like the
Watch it, lad. I've got sharp eyes.
Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, so please.
Another barrier. Hey, is there any trace of the merchant?
Indeed there is. He is carrying a double consumer which he uses to slice up
don't
every
hear a
little
thing.
pain in the neck that
Not a
comes along.
single thought.
How do you know that?
I can see it. He's standing behind you, grinning. No, we still don't know anything. Now please go away. Otherwise I'll be in even more trouble.
What did the mage look like?
I'm too far away for that.
Hey, that rope was there for a reason. Garon, I can't fly again yet.
I know, Nuri. Just rest. I can do it by myself. Better not. That girl is watching out of the corner of her eye.
How many attackers were there?
These pillars remind me of Fai's description of the burial chamber. It's standing in the exact same place as yesterday. Only the petrified people were added since then.
Let's go back around here and see what we can find.
What did the mage look like?
He's holding a small shell against a petrified woman. I wonder if he thinks he can talk to her that way. It doesn't look like she's going to answer. If these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell. That won't break so easily. That won't break so easily.
Let's see. I don't need to go back to town.
I don't hear a thing. Not a
The
single
clearing has been
thought.
fenced off.
Hands off! This zone is restricted.
Too bad I can't just take his sword. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, this isn't a little more action-packed, folks. This
How
is
many attackers were there?
kind of thinking here. What if?
Nori, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip roasts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions and what should I say?
Listen,
How many attackers were there?
it was just one.
What did the mage look like?
He wore a cloak.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything, I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
It came from the northeast.
And in what direction did they depart?
To the northwest. Can you remember all that?
I think so.
What a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, just put it back. Do I have to? Don't make this happen.
Ha!
What did she say? Do you need help taking notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
Nuri, tell the mage something else. When he asks how many attackers there were, tell him...
Well, since one didn't work... Hmm.
11 to 15. If he wants a description of the mage, tell him... He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast. Tell him the attack came from...
Well, process of elimination. Let's stick with the same directions.
It came from the northeast, and the attackers fled to the northwest. Can you remember all that?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
The statement has changed. They came from the north west, and then went where? Ida, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
That'll keep them busy for a while.
Alright, that's my chance.
It's firmly in place. Another barrier. There's a lock on it. Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell. I can't just rip it open. I'd rather keep that for myself. The lock is too heavy.
Alright. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's in there, it smells awful.
I'm guessing we're putting things back.
They smell funny. Somehow... Whoa, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Huh. Alright,
It doesn't feel like there's anything in it. No reason to cut it open. No reason to... It doesn't... No reason... There's nothing to cut here.
huh. Oh, what do we got here?
A key.
That's enough, Ryder. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
No, not really. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh. I can't exit here. I'd stumble directly into the Major's arms. If only there were a door here. Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the Majors haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose. If these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell. What I need is a hammer and chisel.
Be careful with the
I don't
spell.
know.
But you're gonna chisel his hand off to get the mask. Nice.
Hard to believe that Fry managed to load all his belongings on there. It doesn't look like I can push it by hand. Good riddance. Another petrified person. I'm really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again. I'm really impressed the kid.
I need a hammer.
Take your paws off my hand.
What is that?
That won't do any good. I don't know. Won't work. That won't do any good.
Let's see. I know I need to get that hammer, but how to do it with him not seeing? Well, those cucumbers do something interesting. But how to use that? Let's see. Let's go back around here for now. Could be something I can do with that,
It would break, the mage would turn around and spot me at once.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I told you not to break anything. I have no idea what everyone sees in her.
I still need a hammer.
I have the hammer. Let's see here.
Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Who do we have here? Ryder? There's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Boldiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me. That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
That was just a piece of sculpture, worthless. But I'd still like to have it back.
Mm-hmm. And where did you get this sculpture?
It belongs to me.
Oh, really?
Is that all? Can I go now?
I like that you're lying. That makes you more suspicious, and this case is finally getting a bit more interesting. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
I'm Giron.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First, I have to make it through my training.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Undergastrians got together at the Fat Hand Inn to drive a Talamite merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
What happened to the Ptolemies?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rasturian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough. Come on, Mary. I'll take you home.
Huh. Okay then.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
Alright. Anything else in here to do?
I tried everything. I asked Hazinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this Faye will keep his promise.
Okay, well, outside. Alright, let's see.
The children who emptied their chamber pot there yesterday, weren't they supposed to be working? I hate this stable, and I hate this pig trough even more. A little place all of his own. The Andergastrians love their misfits. Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young. is the district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends, and the smell of the pig urine begins.
Huh. Doesn't look like there's anything particularly useful here.
I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why. You ugly beasts. After I solve Fi's riddle, I'll hopefully never have to lay my eyes on you again.
Well, that's rude. They're just pigs. Let's see.
The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say. The warriors in the
Okay.
I bid you a good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing. Can I interest you in some colourful ceramics? Or perhaps some fine glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
You deal in glassware?
I heard that there is no glass in Undergast. You don't even have windows.